Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Further, he said that it was, Sri Ramakrishna is, this Ishan's going for a Gayatri sadhana, Sri Ramakrishna, but the master said that, M is writing, knowledge of Brahman was not possible without complete destruction of worldliness. Further, he said that it was impossible for a man to totally withdraw his mind from the objects of senses in Kali Yuga. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, externally. The sense organs inside. To withdraw all these senses from external as if you are entered into sleep. The no awareness of the world. To withdraw the senses all from the external world is difficult in Kali Yuga, because in Kali Yuga the jiva is annagata prana. Kali Yuga, when his life is dependent on food, annagata prana. That is why the master discouraged the people from attempting the Vedic worship of Brahman. Vedic worship of Brahman means Nirguna, Nirakara, Upasana. And asked them to worship Shakti, the Divine Mother, who is identical with Brahman. Identical with Brahman. Because no other object of this universe, no power of this universe can be one with the Brahman, absolute Brahman. Chit Shakti, Chaitanya and Chit Shakti alone can be equated. Now I have nuclear power, huge power on the earth, suppose. You cannot tally with the Brahman and the Shakti is one. Any object, huge universe, whole universe cannot be compared with the Brahman. The whole universe itself is a small speck in the Brahman. So I cannot make it identical. I have seen the universe, I have seen Brahman. No, you are not seen. So Brahman can never be equated with anything except Shakti, power. The power has manifested as millions of Brahman, millions of universes. Each one universe is having a Brahma, a creator, Vishnu, the sustainer, and Maheshwara, Brahma, Vishnu. Each universe there are so many Brahmas, so many Vishnus, so many Maheshwaras are there. With each universe there is one. Now, so much of existence. Now, imagine, can any universe be equated to the Brahman? But the consciousness pervading is one. Whether it is consciousness pervading the whole universe, Ishvara, or the consciousness pervading the Jiva, the Brahman, the Chaitanya pervading the individual is called Jivatman. The consciousness pervading the whole universe is called Ishvara. The Ishvara independent of the universe, Jiva independent of bodily existence, is same. Pot space and room space as space are one. There are no two. But the pot space and room space are not equal. Space as independent of pot, independent, it immediately expands to the universal level. So Brahman and Jiva are same. if you leave the bodily existence. Brahma and Ishvara are same if you eliminate or leave the universe. There is one Chaitanya, Akhanda Chaitanya. And in Jiva, it appears. It has not undergone transformation. In pot space, it appears as if the space is cut. But space is Akhanda. Chaitanya is Akhanda. Same Chaitanya is pervading all things. Nothing can be compared or equated with Chaitanya. Only Shakti alone, which has manifested as this universe, manifested as Jiva, can be equated. Shakti, Brahman and Shakti are same. One is unmanifest, one is manifest. Part by part she may manifest. Small part may manifest as Jiva, little larger may manifest as universe. Still more, millions of universes may appear with the same Shakti. But Shakti and Brahman are always same. So, worship Shakti, you are worshipping the Brahman also. So, Master discouraged people from attempting the Vedic worship of Brahman and asked them to worship Shakti, the Divine Mother, who is identical with Brahman, just like the Jiva who is given up or discarded the bodily identity and has realized the identity with the Absolute, that person, Jivan Mukta, the enlightened soul, how he feels, Aham Brahmasmi, that identity. There it is genuine identity after enlightenment. Buddha, Shankaracharya, all these people, they lived in a state where their identity with body is zero. Identity is Brahman, he is 100%. Master, to Ishan, why do you waste your time simply repeating Neti Neti? Why do you waste your time simply repeating Neti Neti? Nothing whatsoever can be specified about Brahman except that it exists. Nothing whatsoever can be specified about Brahman. It is no attributes. There is no guna with which now I want to identify anything. I can identify anything. Chair, I can show thee what is chair by drawing a picture. There is gunas are there. Chair means it will be made up of wood, it will be hard. All these qualities it go. Attributes are there, qualities are there, and my experiences are there which tally with it. But regarding Brahman, there is nirguna nirakara. You cannot draw and show Brahman will be like this. There is no rupa. There is no limit. It is all consuming. All that you can think of exists in Brahman without affecting Brahman. But Brahman cannot be equated or described. There is no identity. There is no guna, attributes. Nirguna, nirakara. Nothing whatsoever can be specified about Brahman. Brahman is this, nobody can say. All other things can be explained. Even devatas, this, that, Shakti, various aspects of powers, all can be explained. The Ishvara can be explained. Ishvara's Sarva Shaktiman, Sarvajnatva, Sarveshvara Tattva, all these qualities are there for Ishvara, the Lord of the universe. But for Jiva it is there, but not for Brahman. Brahman doesn't have any qualities. It's beyond space and time, cannot be conceived by mind, or discerned by intellect also. Except that it exists, Sat, that's all. Sat is not a quality. Satchidananda is not quality. It is Satchidananda, existence, consciousness, bliss, absolute is an indicator. It is not qualities of Brahman. Yeah, it exists. Can you see? Can I perceive? Can I experience? No. If you are there, that cannot be known. When you dissolve, it will be known. So, I know cannot be there. Subject-object relationship cannot be there. So, you cannot identify and say that specific anything. Sat, it exists because you should not think because it is not imperceptible to mind, senses, and nothing can describe it, nothing can show it. Don't think it doesn't exist. It does exist. To make it affirm that it exists, though you don't perceive by any means or know it by any means, still it exists. Satta. And it is exists and it is inert like air or space. It is inert or like matter, stone. It exists, but it is inert. No, it is conscious. It is not only conscious, it is consciousness itself. It is not Chetana, it is Chaitanya itself. Sat Chit Ananda. Is it, even if it exists, even if it is consciousness, it is conscious or consciousness itself. Is it gloomy? It doesn't have any Chaitanya, Ananda in it. No, it is ocean of bliss itself. It's ocean of Satchit Ananda. It is indicator. It is not qualities. This is hard, is a quality associated with it. Wherever, in whatever form it is there, it is hard. It is a quality. It's like that, Satchidananda is not quality. It is a board. No, Satchidananda, there it is there. It is only indicator. So, nothing can be specified. Whatever we see or think about the manifestation of the glory of primordial energy, the primal consciousness, whatever we see or think about is a manifestation of the glory of the primordial energy, the primal consciousness, the Moola Prakriti, Moola Chaitanya. It is whatever you see is expression of that manifestation. Unseen becoming seen, imperceptible becoming perceptible is called manifestation. Creation, preservation and destruction, living beings and the universe, and further meditation and the meditator, bhakti, prema, all these are manifestations of glory of that power. Shakti, these are all manifestations of Shakti. Shakti is manifesting as the universe, as the jivas, jivas meditation, jivas realization, whatever you can understand, whatever you can imagine, whatever you can think are within the realm of manifestation, manifested. When we speak in a mobile cell phone, the sound is manifest. Cell phone is making it unmanifest. You can't perceive. How it is reaching the other mobile, I can never know. I speak here, that's all. The Vyakta is becoming Avyakta. It disappears. And it is again, Avyakta is becoming Vyakta in his cell phone. So Avyakta is imperceptible. You cannot smell it. You cannot perceive by any senses. Eyes cannot see. nose cannot smell. How it is going, the sound, we don't know. It has become avyakta. It is not unmanifest. Again, he is able to hear in his cell phone. It has become vyakta, manifest. The unmanifest is manifesting in his cell phone. So avyakta and vyakta, unmanifest and manifest. Same way, universe unmanifest and manifest. All that you can think of, the realm of matter is vyakta, is manifestation. Preservation, bhakti, prema, all these are manifestations of the glory of that power, the glory of the Divine Mother. But Brahman is identical with its power. Brahman and Shakti are identical. On returning from Ceylon, Hanuman praised Rama, saying, "O Rama, you are the supreme Brahman and Sita is your Shakti. You and she are identical. Brahman and Shakti are like snake and its wriggling motion. Thinking of the snake, one must think of the wriggling motion. And thinking of wriggling motion, one must think of the snake. Or they are like milk and its whiteness." Sri Ramakrishna is giving so many examples that identity, identical, fire and its power to burn, milk and its whiteness, snake and its movements. Or milk and its whiteness. Thinking of milk, one has to think of its color, that is whiteness. Thinking of the whiteness of milk, one has to think of milk. Or they are like water and its wetness. In various ways, Sri Ramakrishna is trying to bring to his heart and mind what is Brahman and Shakti. Thinking of water, one has to think of its wetness, and thinking of wetness of water, one has to think of water. This primal power, Mahamaya, has covered Brahman. As soon as the covering is withdrawn, one realizes, I am what I was before. The lost identity is gained back. The jiva, the moment it enters into the relative existence, it loses its real identity and gains the bodily identity. I am this Sharira. And after realizing God, he gets his lost identity back. I am Brahman. Covered. As soon as covering is withdrawn, one says, I am what I was before. Lost identity is got back. Brahman is the original identity. When it comes into the universe, relative existence, he gets the identity, I am this body. And again with Brahma Jnana, this identity dissolves and I am Brahman comes back. I am thou, thou art I. As long as the covering remains, the Vedantic formula, I am he, that is, man is Supreme Brahman, does not rightly apply. How deep Sri Ramakrishna is going, you see. An uneducated village person sitting somewhere, he is talking about the realm which no human can enter. How many lives tapasya a man may have to do to get that Brahma Jnana? Any amount of sadhana, any amount of wiping, any amount of japa, dhyana will not open up also the realm beyond. Only thing that can vyakulata, intense longing, to the extent I am not able to live without you. I am dying if you are not going to come and reveal yourself to me. To that extent, as if you are fallen into the water and struggling for breath. Like that, when you feel the revelation comes, that total eradication of this world and clinging to life, both disappear. The awareness of world also disappears. The body, mind, senses all become silent and dissolved. When the instrument are shanta and go back to their sources, this reality shines itself. Mind is the biggest obstruction for the reality. I am perceiving everything and understanding everything in and through mind and intellect. This is the first, if you go inward, that is the last screen. Even intellect, buddhi, vijnanamaya kosha, there also you see God with form. To go to nirguna, nirakara, Brahman, you have to transit the saguna sakara also. The form starts dissolving of the Ishta Devata. Your form also starts dissolving simultaneously to take you to the nirguna, nirakara state. Means imagine how difficult it could be, and Thakur is explaining that realm, trying to give as much information as possible. As long as that covering remains, one should call on God as Mother. How he comes, you see. Why Sri Ramakrishna worshipped God as Mother and presented God as Mother is because we are not able to climb. It is trying to put a ladder to the sky. You can't. How long will you make? How will you make it support? How will you climb? Where will you go? It is infinite. So trying to build up a bridge between you and Brahman is not possible. Within the universe you can do anything, any play. Beyond you cannot have access. Only thing when this dissolves, that shines forward. When bodily existence dissolves, the Atman shines forth. The full in its own glory, it shines forth. So as long as it remains, one should call upon God as Mother. You go as Mother. The same Chaitanya, the Brahman, responds to you as your mother. Come, my child, what do you want? Addressing God, the devotee should say, Thou art the mother, I am the child. Thou art the master, I am the servant. It is good to have the attitude of the servant towards the master. Usually we adopt any one of the five, Shanta, Dasya, Sakhya, all this, Mathura also, Madhura. These Shanta is the sages, how they look upon God. Dasya is like Hanuman, being a servant. Sakhya is like Arjuna, being a friend. Then, Vatsalya, of the mother and child, Vatsalya, and Madhura, love, my beloved, my Sarvasva, means in Madhura Bhava, all other bhavas merge in it. I find Sakhya also there, all bhavas are merged, like all colors merge in white color. This white color is a combination of all colors, like that Madhura Bhava is, and if no color is there, it is Nirguna Nirakara. So, here Sri Ramakrishna is advised that one of the bhavas we maintain. Rishis, Munis, they always had the Shanta Bhava, to be at peace with the. It is just like leaning on the breasts of mother and lying down a child, a baby. Mother is sitting and he is just clinging, leaning on Shanta. There is no, all forces of the body, mind, senses, everything has completely dissolved. And I exist, I am. And mother is, alone is there. That Shanta Bhava the sages maintained. I am this. It is good to have the attitude of servant towards the master. From this relationship of the master, the servant spring up other attitudes. The attitude of serene love for God, Shanta. The attitude of friend towards friend, and so forth. When the master loves his servant, he may say to him, "Come, sit by my side. There is no difference between you and me." But if the servant comes forward of his own will and sits by the master, will not master get angry? God's play on this earth as incarnation is manifestation of the glory of Chit Shakti. The divine power, that which is Brahman, is also Rama, Krishna and Shiva. All the manifestations of God and Goddesses, whatever we can see and understand, is Brahman. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.